Welcome to Making Golf Sculptures. In this video, we're going to do two pieces, the chip shot and the two putt. Now these have been excellent pieces for me, and they're great pieces to have in your metal sculpture repertoire. Because as we all know, there are a lot of golfers out there, and these have made excellent gifts. Now they're rather complicated to make because there's so many parts to them. But you'll see me doing each step of the process. So when we're finished, you will have seen each thing, each part, each step of what I do to make these. And I'm sure that once you go back over the video, you'll be able to follow these step by step. And really, when you're all finished, they're pretty neat pieces. Now that I have these wrapped in the circles, I'm going to cut them apart using this bolt cutter. Just cutting one at a time here. Here I have the circles, and if you'll notice, they're sprung just a bit. They don't come together. And that's because when I wrap them on the 1-inch diameter steel piece. So what I'm going to do is pull these back into line just with my fingers. Now for the golf carts, the two carts we're going to make, I need 2 wheels each. So I need 4 wheels. And I've got lots of wheels here. But as I mentioned in the beginning, these are very popular pieces, so I'll certainly be making more golf pieces. Now I've cut out 8 pieces of 1/8 inch RG45. And this is for the golf clubs. Okay, I'm just going to put it in this little tool here and make a bend, like so. Now if you don't have a tool like this, you could use a pair of pliers. Now for the golf clubs, I'm going to make a little heat sink here. This is just 2 pieces of 3/8 inch steel here. Put this block of steel right on top, and what happens here is the air can flow beneath here, so that means that the table doesn't get too hot. So anytime I can, I try to make a heat sink. There are times when I can't, but it's nice if the table stays cool if I want to work on it. Also, a continual heat on the table, even with a small torch like this, will eventually warp it. Okay, I've got all of them flattened so that they look like golf clubs. Now I'm going to braze these 3 together. Now I have the golf bag, and remember we made this into an oval, and one of the reasons it's going to be much easier to put these bags on. And also we annealed these, so now it's easier to force these down. Okay, as I mentioned earlier, this copper tube is so much heavier, thicker than the copper for the bags. So I'm putting my flame inside the tube, warming it up. Didn't take hardly any time to get the thin copper hot. Okay, right here I'm going to make a few small parts. This is going to be for the handle of the bag. This is 3/32 RG45, and it's 4.5 inches long. Okay, I'm just going to bend this like this, and it's going to fit right here, like so. So we'll bend a couple of those. set it right down on the table. There. And then I'm going to ball this top. And for this step, we'll just put the club right over here. Kind of balances out the seam. And just ball the end of the club.